What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 11th episode of Shadow's House. This one's titled The Dark Drink. Yes, The Dark Drink indeed. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with, I guess, the aftermath of that because, well, at least on the Miliko side, she's still very much under the influence of it. Now, that's entirely possible because she drank 2 servings of the drink that maybe it had an extra effect, or had a longer effect maybe, and the rest of them are fine. Or maybe everyone else is also experiencing this. We don't know yet. But yeah, last episode was a lot of information very, very quickly. And a lot of information that I kind of expected to be, like, more drawn out, if it makes sense. Like, the actual secret of what the shadows kind of are and how they work, I didn't really expect to just be told flat out. You know? Like, I really thought that'd be, like, something that you'd learn little bits and pieces of as time went on. And you'd be like, following the characters as they discover it, but no, we just got straight up told it. So the shadows are these little puppet little things that observe a living doll, which I'm still expecting to be humans, just like human kids that have been brought into this, because that's my theory since episode 1 was that they're just actual kids. They're the humans and the shadows are not the humans in that instance. So the shadows take a look at the form, copy the physicality of the form, hence why they match so perfectly, is because the shadows are conform to the living doll. And then it's a case of them from developing a personality and developing compatibility with the living doll, with the intent to eventually merge with them. Now, the merging, that's a bit more of a mystery still. It's like, okay, yes, they merge, but how much of the shadow and how much of the living doll exists in that arrangement? Is it the shadow takes the entirety of the living doll? Because this dark drink that the living dolls have just drank very much seem to conform to the ideal living doll of do not fret over trivial matters. They keep liking to bring that one up. And just become essentially perfect slaves, and maybe take away all autonomous thinking from them. So maybe it is just a case of purely taking over them to the point where they're literally just a physical body to inhabit. Maybe that's where they're going with it. I'm not quite sure. And to what end they need these bodies, I don't know. Because as of right now, we're not leaving the house. Why Lord Grandfather... Like, what's the point? You know, it's like, it's one thing to have this really weird society of nobles, quote-unquote, that go around taking a human form so that they can body one themselves, to then have power over nothing, like, other than themselves. It just seems very closed off, and it feels like there's no grander ambition yet, if that makes sense. And I feel like there will be. Because as creepy and as delightful as this actually ends up being, I don't see a purpose to what Lord Grandfather's doing. Or what he may even want to do. I guess we'll see. But I guess time will tell what ends up happening. So unfortunately we have lost Rum and Shirley. Shirley dissolved quite spectacularly. As a failed personality, was finally getting there, but ultimately didn't work out. What happens to Rum? Oh, right, no, we said she becomes one of the Veiled ones. She's going to be converted into one of the Veiled dolls. Never mind, I just remembered they said that. Ooh, hang on. Hang on. How... Is that going to be dark drink influence as well? Like, is that going to be another influence of the dark drink? Like, they're just going to be permanently, like, tapped up on this dark drink to the point where they just serve as this veiled doll for the rest of their lives? That's creepy, if so. That's very creepy. But I assume that's the only way you could have these veiled dolls that would not speak, would not interact, would have no memories of others, if they are all just failed debutantes. You know? So I feel like they have to be under the influence of this dark drink, or another thing entirely. I guess we'll see. But that's very creepy, and I love it. Speaking of creepy and I love it, well, first of all, Kate's badassery of with the wings and stuff, of her cert and everything. She knows something's going on and she's intentionally trying to hide things. So maybe we'll get a bit more into that as well once we figure out how to get Emilico out of this influence of the drink. Maybe the others as well. I guess we'll see. But we only saw already Emilico still like that. The others might still be like that. Emilico might be worse just because she had a double dose. We'll see. But yeah. The creepy thing about that was, and it's not something I picked up on at the time, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I don't think I would have been able to sleep that night. When Emilico is, like, it revealed, like, oh, she's still under the influence of the dark drink, like, her eyes do this. So, like, I'm looking off here, not looking at you. Now I'm looking at you, and they just shift and give a slight smile. Like, that was so creepy. I'm glad I didn't notice it, because that would have really unnerved me. I mean, it's still unnerved me now, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to get over that over the course of this episode, and something else is probably going to creep me out more this episode, let's be real. So, yeah, that I just wanted to mention that because I have seen that, and I'm just like, ugh. It's not nice. It's really, really not nice. Anyway, we're going to load the episode up here because it's very late, and I kind of want to get on with these episodes. So, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture and pitch, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gives you access to all Patreon picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Log Horizon Season 2, and Sim for Gear G. We also have movie reactions. Next weekend on Saturday will be I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, the movie. It was meant to be this weekend, but I delayed it, sorry. And on Monday, we also have a special OVA, which is Tanya the Evil. Saga of Tanya the Evil. Didn't expect to have to say that because I thought that series was kind of done. I didn't think there'd be any more, but no, we got an OVA, Shadow dropped, as well as an entire second season on the way, which is just hype as all fuck. So we'll be doing the Operation Desert Pasta OVA because that's a great name. And we'll be uploading that one on Monday after Dragon Goes House Hunting. But yeah, here on YouTube though, we do time based. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3 to 1 play. I'll play start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. We'll watch this one on Funimation as per usual since they're the ones who licensed it. We have the Aniplex logo and then the Funimation logo to start, so it's about 12 seconds of logos, give or take. I'll call them out as I go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Aniplex. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Creepy. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. The music. Alright. OP time. It'd been so creepy if they actually changed her eyes to be like covered in dark drink on this OP as well. That'd been really creepy. Did they cut rum out of this? I didn't notice actually. I don't think so, but no, they didn't. They haven't come out. Alright, here we go. Shadow's family's teachings. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. That's kind of a sign that you've been here now, but. Hmm. Don't worry about trivial matters now. Hmm. Small book there. All the notes she was keeping. Yeah. What did she read? Okay, that's what she read. That would make sense. Trying to flush it out of her, I guess. Mm-hmm. God, so much drink. Is it getting any worse? Mm-hmm. Overdoing it. Was she bringing anything else up? Okay, probing stuff. Hmm. Hey, there it comes back. Okay. It eventually works. Eventually. Hmm. Okay, we're going out on a public expedition of sorts, I guess? The soot train. Okay. Okay. Soot coal, okay. And here they are. Here's the kids. That will eventually become future living dolls to become future. Yep. Here's the drinks. Oh, it's so creepy. How quickly does it overtake? Oh boy, very quick. Back up it goes. uh, yeah. Live freely, honestly, but they don't know that. So yeah, they're just taking children from the local village. I mean, kind of knew that was happening, but yeah, they actually see the process start. Several villages, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How does she know of this? That's kind of what I want to know. How does Kate get all this information? uh, it's the same thing. That's not gonna happen. Well, we'll see. Was it rum? Uh huh. He was observing this entire time. Okay. Love at first sight in a rather creepy manner, but of course he has that as well. Oh, okay. No. Yeah. Hard to believe. Mm-hmm. Still influence? Yeah, still under influence. Mm-hmm. You might as well have done. Can. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Can't let her face get damaged. Oh shit. He just attacked. Mm-hmm. Breaking free from it to fight back. No proper living doll would ever attack their master, you know? I mean, it's one way to break free from it, isn't it? Eyes are back. Hmm. What about Lou and Lou? They're after Kate. Yep, still the same. Hmm. Wonder how this is gonna go. Okay, with all four of us together now. Mm-hmm. Gotta go through this process now. How are we gonna snap the other two out of them, I wonder? Okay, we're just gonna say that bit. Oof. Oh. Oh, that's creepy. She's Yeah, she's much further. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, yeah. Preparing the drink again. Who's actually doing it? Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Hmm. It's a test. So they all at least have a common enemy here. They're all against Edward. United in their common goal. It's the best way to do it. Very much so. Mm-hmm. It was a spy. That was a spy. And that's it. Okay. Okay. Still love the CD so much. Although it has competition now for my favorite ED now that Vivi finally has its full ED released. It's a close one. I prefer the theme of this one, I think. Surprised they didn't try and edit Rum out of this OP and ED. Thought they might do something like that, but it's fine. It's really not relevant. Like episode 11 of your show to change your ED. Next time, to Lord Grandfather's Wing. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, we're setting something up here for our finale, aren't we? That's for sure. Interesting that we didn't tell Lou or Ricky. Louise or Patrick. I mixing names up. It's interesting we didn't tell them about the drink and what its effects is having and how to get rid of it. We specifically went to them for help with finding Emilico and finding a common enemy in Edward. We didn't really think beyond that to help them out. Maybe it's a lack of trust right now, or maybe this is a test of their trust to see if we should then tell them, or I don't know. Kind of interesting, but Louise having that power over Lou to manipulate the face and stuff. I think that's just an advanced form of what eventually will be happening with full control and inhabiting the body, but I guess we'll see. Still not 100% certain how the merging will go yet. But we saw Ryan and Dorothy head down to the village, delivering some soot coal to them. And because of the soot's influence, they're extremely compliant, and we picked out some of their kids to come up to the house and become living dolls for our taking. It's very creepy, alright, that's for sure. Very, very creepy, and I love it. Yeah. Basically confirms the theory I've had since episode 1, which is good. Multiple villages that we have that over. And yeah, it's okay, we get people from there. But beyond that, why? Why do we need to go beyond that to get these people to have these faces? Like, what is the purpose overall of them? Like, yes, we need some so that we can go get more faces, but why would you even need the faces in the first part? Unless it's absolutely needed to have these forms and to live these lives. Unless you find a form that you can copy, I suppose. I feel like there's still more to go as to why would you even bother, if you get my drift. Like, why would you even need human forms? Why would you need to be able to integrate with them to live these types of noble lives? Is there something more beyond that that you require them for? You know? I guess we'll see. But I feel like there's still a little bit extra to go on that front. And yeah, we've got mysterious character as well talking about the tea, because I don't think that was Edward's voice actor. Like, yes, it was Edward's delivering, I think, or at least the same clothing, as pointed out, but I don't think it was him as that tall-veiled doll. Let me just double check. Where was it? Yeah, it's definitely a new voice. Definitely a different voice. But again, those same... Yeah. Just trying to see if there was another shot here which gave a bit of a better inclination. Oh, no, there's a good chance it is Edward. I just noticed, like, whenever they were talking, the voice ripples. That might be part of his soot power to do with music and sound. So maybe he's just able to alter his voice to be whatever it wants it to be. I didn't think of that. That's probably something to do with his soot power. His soot power's got to do with music and sound. I didn't even think of that in the moment. So I was like, what is with this weird soot pattern as they speak? But it's like, that's probably just because it's Edward. Like, yeah, you can see Edward's hair. It's kind of hard to see here because where I am right now, I'm fairly low. And so, like, looking up to the very top of the screen, it's like, what is the name of that effect where, like, screens darken or colors shift a bit when you're looking at the screen, not from, like, a perfect angle? I forget what the name of that effect is, but basically that effect's happening, and it makes the top of the screen a little darker than it normally would be. But if I lift up like this, I can now see, yeah, that's absolutely Edward's hair, and that's just his soot power to do with voice and sound. So we got the context clues with his piano playing and his affinity with music. So yeah, now we see an actual use of his soot power to mimic or mask his voice and do an impression of another voice. To what voice, I don't actually recognize, but it's just another voice. So, anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2020 Lightning find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.